Hey guys, Troy here, back with another video today. Today we have a good one. I'm gonna be bringing you guys 4 undervalued soccer cards under $10 that I think would be good to pick up right now with maybe an eye towards Euro 2021. 2 of them are young up-and-comers that I don't think too many people are talking about, and 2 of them are more established veterans who I think have a chance to be integral parts of 2 of the biggest sides in the whole tournament. But real quick, before we get into that, we actually have a message from the sponsor of today's video. This video today is actually sponsored by Otis, which is the stock market for culture. It's an alternative investment platform that has a ton of cool stuff on there, drops every week. You're talking Air Jordan 1s, rare comic books, and obviously a lot of what you guys can relate to on this channel, sports cards. I know for a lot of us, including myself, we would love to invest in these high-end cards or high-end things, but maybe our capital isn't quite there. But on the app, they have some cool stuff. What stood out to me right away is they have LeBron James Topps Chrome Refractor PSA 10. That's one of my absolute dream cards, so I'm definitely gonna be picking up a share of that. Also, what's really cool, coming out soon, you know, these drops I'm talking about, they have Messi and Ronaldo mega cracks. So I'm really excited for that. You can buy the shares on the platform, then it's up to you how you wanna trade, how you wanna sell. You own a piece of history, you own a piece of culture. To me, that's really cool. And we got a cool offer for you guys today. When you sign up for Otis using my link in the description, you're actually gonna get your first share free when you fund your account. Terms apply, but really, really cool. I'm excited to get started over there, and I'm definitely gonna have to stay tuned for those Messi and Ronaldo drops. Okay, so back into the video, and real quick, the one disclaimer I have to get in before we name those players is, I wanna be very clear for everyone watching this. This is risky, and you would be best served, everyone knows, Messi and Ronaldo, if you have that capital, you'd want to invest in them. And even if you do have more money, if you would ask me if I could choose from everyone, I would, get an Mbappe or an Haaland. Everyone knows what the safest picks are. But we like to have fun on this channel, and I think, especially for some of us with more limited budgets, it's cool to take a risk on some of these other guys, and I think there could be good potential there as well. So the first player I'm gonna recommend is Mikel Oyarzabal from the Spanish national team and Real Sociedad. He's a good young attacker, winger, forward for Spain. He's only 23 years old, and he's a consistent performer in La Liga. He has 10 goals already in 17 matches, so he's been playing really well this season. And with Spain's lineup kind of in flux, there's not too many positions that are absolutely nailed down. I think he has a real chance to be a starter, or at least in that rotation during the Euros for what looks to be at least a pretty strong side. I think he's slightly overlooked and doesn't have the hype of other guys because of the club he plays for, but he's still fairly young. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him move to a bigger club at some point, even if this Euros isn't his, breakout superstar moment. I'm a big fan of his Contenders rookie ticket that you can pick up for around $10. Even the T-Mall version, which I think is nice because it's a little bit more rare, but you can get that really, really cheap. It's easy to understand with that RC logo, a clean looking card. And to invest in a young talent who could be playing for one of the top national teams in the world, I don't think you can go wrong at that price point. The next player is one of those veterans I mentioned who has a really good shot to be one of the starters for maybe, if not the best, at least one of the most hyped teams in the tournament, and that is Raheem Sterling. A really talented player. I think for some reason people just don't really like him. They kind of overlook him. He has one of the highest market values in the world right now. And he's a big part of a Manchester City team who looks like they're gonna win the league. And unfortunately, I make this point a lot in my soccer card videos. The way the soccer card market works right now, I don't think that's gonna bring his price up or the excitement around that, how it works in something like basketball. But it's a positive factor. Like I said, I think he has a good shot to start for England during the Euros. So a ton of eyes on him. He doesn't have the most upside like maybe some of the younger guys we mentioned, because I think at this point in his career, we know who Raheem Sterling is, but that's a really good player in my opinion. And you can pick up his Prism base for right around or under $10. And there's actually a ton of deals with this card. I saw an SGC graded one, I believe it was a 9 or 9.5, go for $16. He had a blue Prism, numbered matching the jersey, numbered out of 199, go for, I think it was like $14. It's not a true rookie, but when people move in the market, Prism is easy to understand. And also, just like any of these cars, it's obviously a risk. These players are far from perfect. Raheem Sterling is far from perfect, far from a perfect card, but at $10, especially if you want to pony up the extra 4 for a graded version, or a blue numbered out of 199, I think that'd be a risk I'm willing to take. We'll stay in England for the next player, and that player is Declan Rice. Declan Rice, 22-year-old for West Ham, full England international, very talented player. Once again, if you're sensing a theme outside of Sterling, some of these guys who play for, quote unquote smaller clubs, so get overlooked a little bit. Really talented player, tearing it up in the Premier League this season. I'm not sure he will, but at least he has a shot to start for England. I think once again, he'll be in that rotation and he'll get some eyes on him. I'm not even gonna say wouldn't be surprised. I would be surprised if he doesn't move to a bigger club here at some point. So you have a chance to kind of get in on the ground floor with Declan Rice in a sense. And a big thing with him is I actually like the card you're able to get. You can get his Prism EPL rookie card from 2019 with that RC logo, love that on there, for around $10. Same kind of situation where if you pony up just a couple more dollars, you can get variations or maybe even a graded one if some of those are available on there. And I think especially with EPL Prism coming out again this season, the new one, that's gonna go for an insane price. And people are gonna go, wait a minute, these prices are absurd. Is there anyone from last year I can go after who's good? And I think Declan Rice would actually be one of those guys. He's more of a defensive player. He's not gonna, pop off the screen and be super exciting for people watching. So that's kind of the main risk with him, or the main negative, I would say. But I do think, once again, at that price point, a young prospect I'd be willing to take a chance on. The last player, way out of left field, but I think a good potential investment nonetheless, is Ben Yedder. Not the youngest player, playing for Monaco in League One. If you're sensing trend, once again, probably gets overlooked because, he did play in La Liga, but if you're in League One and you're not playing for PSG, probably not too much attention on you, but he is a proven goal scorer and a very important, good player. And I think with Giroud getting a little older, once again, the France lineup up top, a little bit in flux. A lot of people have been saying, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him leading the line for France. Maybe he won't start, but I do think he'll get some good minutes. Once again, he'll be in that rotation, and he has a chance to score a really important goal for France at the World Cup. And once again, around that $10 price point, one of these cards I'm willing to take a risk on. Plus, I know some of you guys don't like Prism or Contenders or some of these newer products, so I kind of wanted to throw a under the radar type of deal. You can pick up his Panini Foot rookie sticker from 2010 for, I think there's some actually in the UK or in Europe for some of you guys who are interested or in that area for, I think it's $14, $15. So I cheated a little bit on that one. You'll have to forgive me with the price point, but once again, these are gonna be incredibly low pop. It's a risk just like with everything. I'm not sure I see Ben Yedder having this long lasting legacy after his career is over. But if you're gonna make a $10 bet in a sense on France to be contenders and compete at the Euros, I don't think you can go wrong with Ben Yedder. Just the Mbappe factor alone, how many people and how much attention is gonna be on their team, who knows, maybe someone will be interested in a Ben Yedder Panini Foot rookie. But all right guys, that's it for the video today. Once again, to be very clear, these are all risks, these are all bets, these are all lottery tickets in a sense, but I wanted to bring a video for some of you guys who have been asking for some more overlooked, under the radar type guys. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and we're gonna keep the videos coming. Thanks again.